Okay, here's a practical application using the formula h equals vt minus 16t squared. H is the height in feet an object will reach in t seconds, and v is the initial velocity, that really means the speed, in feet per second. We're going to use this to do the following the word problem. So this is like a little bit of physics. A ball is thrown on a hard surface and bounces straight up. The initial velocity of the rebound, that means as soon as it hits the ground, is 64 feet per second. How many seconds later will the ball hit the ground? So you imagine the ball is being thrown down, it goes up in the air, and then it's going to come back down. When is it going to hit the ground? All right, so here's what we do. I'm going to take the formula h equals vt minus 16t squared. And the question is how many seconds later? The key is that's the time, t. We're not going to be able to put anything in for t. So, do we know h and do we know v? Well, the trick is that h, we want to know when it hits the ground. That means the height is at 0. It's not up in the air at all. So h, we're going to put in 0 for h, and v, the speed or velocity, is 64 feet per second. So we're going to plug in the number 64. So how's this look? I'm putting in 0 equals 64 t minus 16t squared. And there's our quadratic equation again. So we have to set it equal to 0. Now it is set equal to 0, so you could just factor. Alright, first step in factoring is to take out the greatest common factor. So I can take out a 16t out of both of these. And that gives me 4 minus t. Alright, so I've really got three factors, 16, t, which is the variable, and 4 minus t. So either t equals 0, or if you want, you could write 16 equals 0, but then of course you'll divide both sides by 16 and still end up with t equals 0, or 4 minus t equals 0. And notice if you just add t to both sides, you get that t is equal to 4. So we've got two possible solutions. But the question is, how many seconds later will the ball hit the ground? This t equals 0 was the beginning, right? It was at the ground before it went up. So we're not going to be concerned with that. So what this means is 4 seconds later it hits the ground. So hits the ground 4 seconds later. And there is a physics application.